Hello everybody, it is MAGMA and I'm here with a brand new LEGO Star Wars 2005 edition set review. Today we're going to go ahead and take a look at the set 7258. It is the Wookiee attack, includes 366 pieces. It is ages 8+. Now this set was released in 2005 for the premiere of the Revenge of the Sith. Episode 3, so it's a great LEGO set, definitely one of the most prized ones I have in my collection. And the reason why I love this set so much is not much for its content or minifigures, it's more because I've always considered this set more of a long or extended battle pack. Considering that this set was $30, you get 2 Wookiees shown there, 2 battle droids, a spider droid, and the vehicles we see plenty of, or should I say masses of, at the Battle of Kashyyyk in episode 3. Battle droids, it's always nice to get some more, why not? And 2 Wookie Warriors, which are actually kind of hard to get, and but they have their defaults, which we'll get into in a second here. But honestly, this is one of the coolest sets that LEGO has released in terms of price compared to what you get, compared to how many you can get. So definitely a great set. We'll go ahead and take a look at the minifigures, and once we're done with that, we'll take a look at the set itself. Let's go. Taking a look at one of the minifigures included is a battle droid. Now this is the old style of battle droids with both arms sideways. It can hold sideways these old blaster guns, which are kind of old phone pieces, I believe. There isn't anything really interesting, honestly. Nowadays this is one of the most useless minifigures because in order to be compatible with most of the equipment for LEGO 2016 at least, the arms need to be switched to new arms. We do get 2 of these, by the way, and most of these droids tend to easily become loose. That's something that happens. I'll show you guys in a second. This figure, it gets old really bad. Like right now, you barely touch it, and it just inclines by itself. So it's not the best minifigure, but it's definitely worth having in the collection. And yeah, so that's it for the battle droid. Alright, so our next minifigure here is the Wookie Warrior. Now the Wookie Warrior is extremely interesting because it's the same style as Chewbacca, which means it's blank legs and brown torso. And on top of that we have this entire piece right here, which is one mold. Very detailed, as you can see. It has all that we require from a Wookie Warrior, even nowadays. There is one issue with it, and here it is that the printing, as you can see, with time gets really old and worn off. I have the other one here, and I have also a third one which have completely lost their... I have a third one which has the entire helmet worn off. So yeah, 2 are included with this set. So that's the issue with this minifigure, is that the printing just doesn't last. I've never used these minifigures. I've had them in the set and always placed them on the set and never touched them because even coming out of the box you felt like the printing was really bad. So if you take a closer look to this printing right here, it's definitely not... Why is the lighting bad here? So yeah, here it's definitely not nice. That's the Wookie Warrior, guys. Anyways, we'll move on to this set because the minifigures in this set are really nothing really interesting or of note. Here is a look at the LEGO Spider Droid included in this set. Now, something kind of funny to note is that this is actually, it's blue somehow, and I don't understand how it's blue because in the movie it's this fully gray vehicle, and here we have this light blue and dark blue with some orange. It's extremely weird. I've always wondered why and how the guy said, okay, we're going to build this blue. So it's something I've always had in mind and always bothered me about this, but whatever, it's a spider droid. I've played my entire childhood with this set, so sorry if it's a little bit used up. You can hold it up and it moves As you can see under, it's kind of a weird design. But this does turn. However, there is one issue. If you can tell, this part that goes up, it needs to be able to pass on top of the legs. So if I bend it down like this, it won't get past the legs. So you have to play with that and get a cool angle with it. It's kind of a pain, honestly. I don't really like it. But it does turn, and when it does turn, it's nice. But that's pretty much it. There's an antenna at the back. The build kind of looks cool. It's very creative, very Lego style. The eyes can move around, and here's a better look. You can like this. So you can move the cannon like this, or you can just move the entire thing. Let me try to show you. Keeps falling off. So yeah, like this. Or like this. And here's a look at the cannon. So it's the spider droid. There isn't much to comment. It barely has its features. I even consider this the fifth minifigure of the set. So it's a fun little build. It's literally, if you'd see the design on the instruction booklet, it's literally 5 bricks. So yeah, let's move on to something kind of cooler. Here's a look at the Corporate Alliance tank droid included in this set. Now this is the first edition LEGO has released, and honestly it's, in my opinion, the biggest, the coolest, and the funkiest, if you'd like. I don't know, it has something with me, this set. As much as I love the entire design, I have one big question to LEGO, and is in which moment, in which way did they ever see this set with blue pieces? And the bigger question than even seeing this set with blue pieces or seeing this vehicle with light blue and dark blue is how did they manage to make an entire orange disc? And they said in their heads, well, we kind of saw it orange, so we're gonna go ahead and make it orange. And this is my issue with this set, is as much as I love it and it works perfectly compared to all the other ones, and it's a bit fragile with the eyes here. These guys easily fall off. Oh, they don't fall off today because I'm making the review. They can happen to fall off. But in which way did they ever see this trans red piece? However, these both trans red pieces are extremely cool, and I cannot complain because they are beautiful prints, and the piece itself is really cool. So in fact, the one feature that you can do with this set, which compared to all the other ones you can't do, is you can actually pull this up and you can put a battle droid in there. Now, even though this is a bit silly because some of you would know that this is a set that, or this is a vehicle which the tank is the droid, so it doesn't need to be piloted. But it is a cool little feature here. I'll give you guys a little zoom. That's the internals, that's the build. Yeah. If you see, that's literally, you just build this top thing up here. There's this little wheel. So there isn't really an internal structure, but yeah. And then you can go ahead and close this and patch it up. And here's a quick look at the cannon. As you can see, there's no fun feature to it. Fun fact, compared to all the other cannons, this one has this piece going down, when the rest of these tank droids have this piece inverted and going up. So I'll go ahead and check on the movie for you guys, but it definitely looks to me like the other way around. However, on this set, if you put it the other way around, it looks kind of odd. And one thing that you can also do, which I kind of liked, is they left 2 studs on this so I could have my, well, I'll do it on the other side. LEGO doesn't want to work with me today. Let's see. If I put this on this side, this is a cool little thing I found. I can actually put my battle droid next to the tank droid, just like in the movie, and I really enjoyed that. That was fun during my childhood because you guys are seeing a set that I have been playing since 2006 with, so yep. Whoops. Fun fact, these pieces right here, they fall off a lot. So here's a quick look at the build, or at least how it looks. It's a beautiful set. And the treadmills do work pretty cool. Oops. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Okay, let me just put this piece back. It's kind of annoying. Yeah. Okay, so here is a little demonstration on how the treads work. This surface isn't going to work with me, but it's okay. This happens sometimes, and it's when sometimes as I said, this piece keeps falling off. So these caterpillar chains, I guess, sometimes they go off the rail and you just have to put them back on track. It's extremely simple. So yeah, it doesn't work because this is a flat surface, but they most usually work in general. So that's it. I do want to mention both sides do open up, so I never play with it this way, but when I need to fix the set because it broke or something, this is the easiest way to fix the set. And here's again a quick little look at the internals. And as you can notice, this isn't actually touching the floor. So they kind of balance. They put the tread on the floor, and on both sides you can lean it on any side or just leave it in the middle for it to be on the treads. So it makes the treads always move instead of having this supporting the set. So your treads are going to get a bit dirty if you're going to be using this set a lot. However, it's extremely useful because it always leads the treads, like it always makes the treads work, compared to the newer versions which wouldn't even make a centimeter worth of moving on this surface. So that is worth noting, but that's it for the Corporate Alliance tank. Now let's move on to my favorite part of the set. Here is the only edition of the LEGO Ornithopter. Now this is a small vehicle we do see a few times in the Battle of Kashyyyk. It's definitely a nice vehicle included in this set. It's only edition in LEGO, and this is the reason why we do get the two Wookiees. Now, LEGO isn't so generous, but here they said, we're gonna make this set once, and this is so far what they've had in mind. Make this set once and never really re-release this. So I hate to say this to any of you who are waiting for a new version of this, but there isn't one coming anytime soon. This set did terrible on sales because it was overshadowed by all the cooler sets like the Turbo Tank, Wookiee Catamaran, those space battles with the Anakin Starfighter and all that stuff. And then there was the ARC 170 for vehicles as well. So this set was extremely overshadowed and people thought, who cares, we'll probably see that set millions of times. And they were right about the Spider Droid and the Tank Droid, but not about the Ornithopter. So instead of me babbling all about this, we're gonna go ahead and, excuse me. So that's a way of placing the first figurine. Now the second figure, okay, this is the hardest part of the set. Now it's built in a way where they kind of want you to put this figure, but then they're like, nah. So first off, go ahead and close this, and here's the key. Let's see, let's make sure, have a look at this top part, because this is actually on a hinge. You can actually pull this up like so, and here on this little tablet, I really don't know how to explain this. This is the weirdest LEGO design I've ever seen. So as you can see, there's this little platform here, and if I can show you, it moves sideways with the gun that can go up and down. Now they expect you to put your Wookiee on this platform, like so, without breaking it, which is incredible because it never happens. Now you can close these things back up or keep them open. I tend to keep these a bit open so he has a little bit of maneuverability, but you can close these up. And now we can finally put this back normal. And you will notice, if you have this set, that it actually doesn't go exactly back to normal, but more like, except instead of going back exactly to the one hinge that keeps it in this position, it now holds on the head of the Wookiee. So, kind of funny there. And if I bend him a bit down, I think it goes back normal. So that's it for the minifigures. Now these things, you can give them a bit of mobility. They tend to break a lot, and this is my issue with this set is, or this part of the set is, these things, yeah, we can open up and make them look like whiskers and stuff. And the top ones too, if I can zoom out just a bit. There you go. I'll go ahead and pull this set in. And or I could put them back. And if you guys have the Wookiee catamaran, you guys will see that there is the same style of building and bricks, because these are Wookiee vehicles. Under of the set, nothing to see. There's just these three little pegs which are also on hinges, and they hold your set like so. I think we pretty much get how this works and how it's holds, so I think we're good with that. Honestly, these are just a few bricks, so there isn't much more I can definitely say about this set. Just make sure you guys understood this concept right here, how this works. So yeah, and here's a better look maybe. So you can just go around and just go up and down and shoot. And that's how that works. So go ahead and fold that up. And that is it for this little Wookiee vehicle. Definitely the Ornithopter is one of the coolest Wookiee vehicles, and one of the only Wookiee vehicles we have. So that's going to be it for the set review. Let's take a look at the final thoughts. So my overall thoughts on this set is that it's definitely worth getting. I know that in the US this set is actually pretty cheap, and that's the way it works for pretty much anything on eBay in the US. You could still get this set for about what, $50? $50, it's still a good deal. If it goes over $60, then I wouldn't really recommend it unless you're a really hardcore fan or a collector. And I can't really recommend this set in a way where it's if the price is $100 and you really want it, I don't really know where to stand, because I got this as a present for Christmas in 2006 when it was still around, and when you would go at a store and that was the only set on shelves because people didn't really want this set compared to the cooler other sets. So that's where my opinion stands. It's very, very difficult to judge this set, in my opinion, which still has this other side where I've always played with this, which means that if you're getting this at a cheap price to play with it, it's always going to be around for fun. Make sure that it's in good condition, because I've seen some of these with broken pieces, and that's the case for my Wookiee catamaran. It's full of broken pieces, so when you play with it, bits of plastic start coming off, and important pieces for the structural of the build break off, and that's really why I've never used my Wookiee catamaran. Or I don't really use it anymore. So yeah. So that's my thoughts on this set. If you can get it, it's definitely go ahead, and if you can get it, go ahead and get it. And it's going to be a lot of fun, extremely useful for mocks, including Kashyyyk, and definitely a great collector's piece. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and I'll show you the box, and we'll go ahead and end off. So you might say lucky me, but I still have the box. I don't know how. I came back to my other house and looked in the storage of old Lego stuff I had and took everything with me, and then found a few Lego boxes, including this one, so apparently I kept the box. Here's some useful information. As you can see, there isn't much to go on, but it's kind of cool. I'm gonna go ahead and place this box in my Lego collection, because my Lego room, because I think it kind of looks cool. These old 2005 boxes. So here's some fun features of the set. Pretty much everything I covered. Alternate builds, which they had these ideas at the moment or at the time with alternate builds. I've always wanted to try them. However, you lose a lot of pieces because there's a lot of pieces that aren't being used for that. So yep. And if I go ahead and we take a look in here, if you guys are already subscribed to my channel, you will notice that I have all of these 3 sets reviewed on the channel. I'll go ahead and try to do the Wookiee catamaran again. However, I am awaiting for some extra parts to rebuild it. Not rebuild it because I'm missing pieces, rebuild it in a way where I want to replace my broken pieces. But the turbo tank has got a cool review on it and stuff. So guys, thanks for watching this review on the Wookiee catamaran, the Wookiee attack. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and please leave me some of your feedback in the comments section below. And other than that, I will see you guys next time here on the MAGMA channel. Bye bye.